Coming up today on Better, are you running out of things to feed your kids for lunch? Our nutritionist Dana White has some ideas that are nutritious and delicious. Plus, who doesn't love to spruce up their home? Scott's taking us to a local shop that you'll want to take a trip to. And are you looking for something fun to do with the kids this weekend? How about picking up some pumpkins and taking a ride on a train? Your day is about to get better, starting right now. Good afternoon. Happy Friday. You made it to Friday. Welcome to Better Connecticut. I'm Kara Sundlin.
Hi, everyone. Renee Danino here, in for Scott, the vacationing Scott.
Yes, you are here, live and in person. We're excited to have you. And you know what it means if Renee is here? It means that we're going to be talking about weekends because you have all the cool events coming up.
I do, and some movies. We'll talk about that coming up.
All right. So meantime, Catherine McPhee is pregnant. She's expecting her very first child with her husband, David Foster, who's a tad bit older and has 5 children.
Yep, I think he's about 100 years older than her, but I think it's going well. I think it's going very well.
Actually, her kids, some of them are younger than her, and they said they jokingly call her mommy, and they think that it's cool because they've made their father open up and be a little bit more modern about his emotions.
Yeah, you know what? God bless her.
He's 70, right? And she's 36?
Yeah, they met on, I believe, what was that?
He was mentoring her on America's...
American Idol. He was mentoring her, but
yeah, she's Talent, but American Idol. Yeah.
Who knows which one? But he was 70, she's 36, and I think he actually has a son that's a little bit older, right?
Well, he says no. I think father of 5 daughters already.
But one is 50.
Yeah,
and calls Catherine mommy just for fun.
Just for fun. Yeah. Mindy Kaling. Kaling or Kaling? What's the proper way?
You know what? People say Kaling. I say Mindy Kaling. She's she's a hilarious comedian.
Interviewed her.
I've interviewed her many times. She's more known for her behind-the-scenes work in writing and comedic prowess and talent right there, but she's also an actor. You might remember her from The Office. And she just had her second child, a boy named Spencer, last month, and nobody really even knew she was pregnant.
Yeah, she kept it totally a secret, mostly because of the coronavirus pandemic. She does have another child, a daughter, named Catherine. And she's 41 years old, and she announced the birth during her virtual appearance on Stephen Colbert's Late Show.
Yeah, very exciting.
Hey, by the way, what did you do over the pandemic? I had a baby.
You know, it wasn't too busy. Just had a baby.
Just had a baby, just in case. Oh, what?
Gosh.
You what? All right, this is pretty incredible. There's a 17-year-old girl who has broken 2 world records for long legs. She's the longest legs of any teen in the world.
Macy was certified by the Guinness Book of World Records. She, like you said, she's 17, 6 feet, 10 inches tall.
But each leg is more than 4 feet tall. Each one of her legs is close to being as tall as me.
Her legs make up 60% of her total height.
She said she didn't really totally realize how long her legs were until she went to go buy leggings and found out she couldn't find any that fit. And that was recently. So she said, but she actually is pretty well known on TikTok, and she wants to become the world's tallest model. Hey, make it work, right?
And she's beautiful. Well, you know, and I have something in common with her because 60% of my body is made up of my behind. Next story.
So, you know, do you need a change of scenery from your Zoom room, from your... Oh, Renee. So there's a theme park in Japan, and they have a pretty creative way to boost your day. You can go work at the Ferris wheel. And there you are. You get to rent for $18. You get this amusement workstation. So you can do your Zooms, you can do your computing, you can do everything, but you know, at least you got a view.
And it's an hour, and it's only $18, and you can work remote. So you talk about getting away from everybody. I don't know... I like the poolside option. I would probably pick the poolside option, but for now, passes are only sold to residents there. Their borders remain closed for tourists at this time, so unfortunately, you cannot.
You're not going to Japan. Only Japanese people can go and do that. But hey, you know, that'd be a pretty good, if you had a really fun Zoom they had to do with people. Where are you? Is that the view out your window? Oh, I'm in a Ferris wheel.
That's. I don't know if I could concentrate because it's just too. I don't like heights. That would be a little too much for me.
So Sesame Street's doing something really cool. It's going to be tackling racial unrest for children, and it's in a new streaming special. Special episode. It's called The Power of We.
Yep, and this series is all about racism. It debuts next week. It's going to address how children can stand against it, and they're going to have young Muppets there. They're going to have an opportunity for kids to be upstanders, those who stand up to unfair treatment based on skin or fur color. And it's going to feature Abby Cadabby, who I love. Elmo will be there, and other celebrities.
Look, Bert and Ernie, there they are.
Yep.
And it's streaming on HBO Max, and it's going to air on PBS stations. So if you don't have HBO, you can watch it, which is that will, and it's going to re-air throughout October and November. You know, my kids are a little older than Sesame Street, but they still love it, and I think it's something that really everyone could watch, because when you make things relatable and simple so that all human beings can understand it, that's a really nice thing.
And they've been doing things like this all throughout the pandemic with their stories on how to talk to your children.
Yeah.
They've had specials on TV, and now that they're going to stream this on PBS, it's really just showing that they actually care about this subject matter, because you remember there was a big to-do about Sesame Street going to HBO, but now they're going to give, you know, everybody an opportunity to watch this important subject matter, obviously.
So FAO Schwarz has a new toy collection coming to Target. You can get FAO Schwarz at Target, and it's a 70-piece toy collection, and a lot of the items are going to be under $20. Can you get the big piano? That's all I want to know.
For under $20, I'm not sure, but this year everyone's going to be on a budget for the holidays for sure. And in addition, FAO Schwarz, they're going to be selling more than 300 Target toys in store, exclusive brands like Cat and Jack and Pillow Fort. So if you have fallen in love with a certain brand at FAO Schwarz, you can pretty much find it at Target now.
Yeah, and they still have, you know, they had to close down a lot of things, but they still have their flagship store, which is always an experience to take the kids to, right after you watch the movie Big. Spooky season is here, but with COVID looming, you might be wondering, is it even safe to celebrate? The good news is you and the kids can keep the Halloween spirit alive. We have some tips from Parents Magazine.
So one great option is to trick or treat at home. So set out buckets of candy in each room. Decorate the doors of each room in a different way, and you can work on your kids with that. You can make Halloween wreaths, you can make posters, you can put on a different costume yourself in each room and run around, and let the kids knock on the door and collect candy there.
So nice. That's a great idea. I know my kids are asking, what are we doing? We're still trying to figure it out, but you know, the big house parties are out, so.
That's what I was just going to ask you. Do your kids still like to trick or treat and dress up?
They love it. Yeah.
You know, virtual Monster Mash maybe instead, and obviously hosting maybe a video party. You can do a Skype trick or treat. I don't know. I'm going to leave bags out. I decided I'm going to leave them socially distanced.
That's what we're kind of thinking. They're saying it would be easier if you are going to do any kind of trick or treating. We actually ran a story on the noon news where if you have a railing, they took the wrapping bin, you know, the inside of the wrapping paper,
put it down the hole,
you tape it, and you just shoot the candy down so it goes into there, which kids would love that. But they say it's better for you to drop the pieces if you want to wear gloves rather than having lots of kids putting their hands in bowls all the time. So,
I mean, COVID-19 has changed so many things for
It
us.
has. All right, well, for the latest celebrity news, you can watch the all-new People TV right here on Channel 3, weekdays at 7:30.
All right, let's check in with Kay and Lawrence for a preview.
Tonight, here's what people are talking about.
What was it like quarantining in Santa Barbara, and how strict was she with the 14-day quarantine?
Gayle King opens up to us about what it was like quarantining at Oprah's house.
She ain't playing. Stedman had to quarantine. Even the dog had to quarantine.
Yeah.
Safe to say we know what she does in her spare time.
Well, let's just say I'm a People Magazine subscriber from day one. You'll be glad to know.
I believe that. I believe it.
It's true. Mia Farrow was on the cover.
Much more with Gayle tonight, as well as Ava DuVernay and Kevin James, and a special People look back on what would have been John Lennon's 80th birthday. A packed show tonight on People.
Can you believe John Lennon would have been 80 today?
No, that's incredible.
It's just, and the way he changed the face of music is absolutely incredible. So just the little DJ side of me is coming out right now because I'm such a huge Beatles fan, but 80 years old he would have been today.
Incredible. Well, you can watch, of course, People at 7:30 right here.